Exercise 11. Listen to a conversation between two students.
You look exhausted this morning, Steve.
I am pretty tired. I stayed up nearly all night getting ready for my chemistry midterm exam this morning.
Have you gotten the results of the test yet?
Yes, and unfortunately, my grade could have been much better. But I'm not all that surprised. No matter how much time I spend studying, I never seem to do well on tests.
You know, Steve, if I were you, I'd consider taking some of the seminars offered by the Study Skills Center.
The Study Skills Center? Never heard of it.
Well, it's run by a group of graduate students and professors who help undergraduate students improve their study techniques.
What kind of seminars does the center offer that could help me?
Well, they have one on test-taking skills.
That definitely sounds like something I need.
There's also a seminar that teaches you to manage your time efficiently. You should find that useful, I should think.
Yeah, maybe. So where is the center?
They hold most of their seminars in the library, but the main office is in Staunton Hall, right across the quadrangle from the physics tower.
No, I think I'll go over there right now and talk to someone.
Why don't you wait until tomorrow? Right now, you should go back to your dorm and catch up on your sleep.
Number 1. Why is Steve tired? Number 2. How did Steve feel about the grade he received? Number 3. Who teaches the seminars at the Study Skills Center? Number 4. What seminar will Steve probably take? Number 5. Where is the main office of the Study Skills Center? Number 6. What does the woman think Steve should do next? Listen to part of a talk given in a space science class.
The skies above Earth are turning into a junkyard. Ever since the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first satellite, way back in 1957, virtually every launch has contributed to the amount of debris in Earth's orbit. Luckily, most of this junk burns up after it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere, but some will be up there in orbit for years to come. Today, there are about 8,000 bodies in orbit being monitored from Earth. Out of all those, only around 300 to 400 are active and useful. There are also probably 500,000 pieces of debris too tiny to be monitored. Some orbital debris is as big as a bus, but most is in the form of tiny flecks of paint or pieces of metal. The debris includes food wrappers, an astronaut's glove, a lens cap from a camera, broken tools, and bags of unwashed uniforms. The largest pieces, mostly empty booster rockets, are not necessarily the most dangerous because they can be detected and spacecraft can avoid them. And the smallest particles generally cause only surface damage. However, a collision with a particle an eighth of an inch in diameter, say about the size of an aspirin, could puncture the hull of a spacecraft or space station and cause depressurization. Imagine what might happen if a spacecraft struck a screwdriver or a wrench that some astronaut had dropped during a spacewalk. These small objects are so dangerous, of course, because of their tremendous speed. So what can be done about this problem? Well, two engineers recently proposed a novel solution to the problem of orbital junk. a collector that consists of an array of water-spraying cones lined with plastic fibers to collect the debris. The debris is then stored in a canister located behind the cones. I brought a model of this collector along with me so you can see what it looks like. Although this invention is still in its conceptual stage, two possible uses have been proposed. It could be launched with a free-flying unmanned satellite to actively seek out debris, or it could be launched into orbit with a manned spacecraft to serve as a defensive shield.
Number 7. When did orbital debris first appear? Number 8. What happens to most pieces of orbital debris? Number 9. How many orbital bodies are being monitored today? Number 10. Why is it impossible to monitor most pieces of orbital debris? Number 11. Which of the following types of orbital debris are probably most dangerous to astronauts on a spacecraft? Number 12. What makes orbital debris such a danger to spacecraft? Number 13. Assume that this is a representation of a satellite equipped with a collector. Where would the space debris be stored? Number 14. In which ways could the collector be used to solve the problem of orbital debris? Number 15. What can be inferred about the collector described in this portion of the talk? Listen to a discussion that takes place before a biology class.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, John. Did you have a good spring break?
Hi, Professor. Actually, I just stayed in town and worked. I didn't do anything too exciting.
And I went home to see my parents. How about you, Professor? What did you do over the break? Well, one of my colleagues, Professor Nugent from the History Department, is doing research on California mission churches. So I went to California to help by taking some photographs. Also, we were able to arrange our trip so that we were in the town of San Juan Capistrano when the swallows returned. That's something I always wanted to see. As you know, I'm interested in migration patterns, and this is one of the more remarkable migrations in all the animal kingdom.
Where is San Juan Capistrano, Professor?
It's on the Pacific coast between Los Angeles and San Diego. I've heard about those swallows before. They always return on the same date, don't they? That's right, on March 19th. And they always fly away on the same day, October 23rd. In the meantime, they migrate over 7,000 miles to get to their winter homes.
7,000 miles, imagine. And always arriving on the same day.
Yes, almost always. One year, a long time ago, They were delayed for several days by a storm at sea. So there's a mission church in San Juan Capistrano? Well, there's the ruins of one. The town grew up around a church that the Spanish built in the 1770s, but it was mostly destroyed by an earthquake in the early 1800s. Today, there are just a few walls and part of the tower of the old church still standing. In fact, the swallows like to build their nests in the ruins. So were there a lot of tourists there to see the swallows return? Oh, yes, thousands of them. There's quite a celebration. The townspeople even have a parade to welcome the swallows back.
Wow, they must really like those swallows.
Sure. Not only do the swallows bring lots of tourist money to town, but they also eat insects, including mosquitoes.
Number 16. Where is the town of San Juan Capistrano located? Number 17. What are the professor's main reasons for going to San Juan Capistrano? Number 18. What can be inferred about the swallows? Number 19. When do the swallows return to San Juan Capistrano? Number 20. How far do the swallows migrate? Number 21. According to the professor, how was the mission church in San Juan Capistrano damaged? Number 22. According to the professor, why are the swallows popular with the people of San Juan Capistrano? Listen to a conversation that takes place on a college campus.
I'm here for the campus tour.
I'm sorry. We only offer guided tours during the first week of the semester.
Oh, really? That's too bad. I was really hoping to get a good orientation. Last week I spent nearly an hour trying to find a classroom in the Fine Arts Building.
You know what you can do? You can take the self-guided tour. This pamphlet tells you exactly what to do, where to go, and what to look for. And it has a complete map of the campus.
Sounds easy enough. Where do I start?
The first stop is right here, in the Student Center building. Then you go next door to the Science building. There's a great planetarium there, by the way. And from there, you go to the University Recreation Center. After that, just follow the directions in the pamphlet, and you can't go wrong.
Number 23. When is the guided tour of the campus given? Number 24. What did the man have trouble locating the week before? Number 25. Where does the self-guided tour start?